Okay, I think the stream should be starting soon. I still need to start up and install the latest update from Steam. I forgot to do that before. In the meantime, Twitch is up. Steam's still loading. YouTube. Let's see if the stream is live on YouTube. Just don't play audio. What did I say? I said don't play audio. And what's the first thing that YouTube does? It plays the audio, of course. Why are there settings present? I didn't have that. So, back to setup. I have YouTube doing fine. Next is Steam. Let's start Steam. Broadcast. Disabled. Anyone can watch. What? 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 Why did it say disconnected? OBS. This is not the moment to be disconnecting. Status not broadcasting. Okay, what about now? Are we streaming on Steam now? So let's see. Yes, it's working. Is there a show chat anywhere? Why am I not seeing the chat? Steam, why are you making this so difficult? Okay, show chat. Great, so now I should in theory be able to see the Steam chat as well. Just checking, I'm overlaying my windows now. Oh, almost there. Can't move that. Perfect, so YouTube is doing fine, Steam is doing fine, and Twitch is doing fine from what I can see. Great. I'm gonna minimize everything so I don't accidentally somehow close a window and stop the stream. Next step is announce the stream on Discord as well. Then let's get it started. Streams. Live again, testing PvP, sure. Streams, great. So Discord has been updated. That was my phone announcing me with a huge delay that the stream has started. So, I get a new notification on top of the game that says how many players are live, how many watchers or players, I don't know. And why is the mic on top of? Okay, so it's working. I don't know why it says the mic is not recording. I'm becoming paranoid because I see the mic is not working. Well, never mind. Officially, the stream is not over. The setup part of the stream is over. The stream has just started. I am Beholder, developer of Adrorium, and you are gonna be watching a bit of PvP testing today. Whoa, just found a bug. The text is cut. Because I said PvP testing, bugs fall into this category. So, the first bug. Texts from update panel aren't positioned Barely. And getting cut. Perfect. Next bug. This is working fine. This appears to be working fine. If that's the case, I'm gonna go ahead and spin up a different server. Testing PvP. Start. So we should see the server here. I hope nobody else joins because they won't have the proper version. So, right, this is the startup, the same startup that I've been doing in the last two streams with the PvP scenario. And last stream I tried to play as the client, which I'm also doing now, but I was quickly stopped in my trails or in my rails because, well, projectiles didn't work on multiplayer for the client. But now that's supposed to be fixed. So, on top of that, I also remove waving so we don't know where the other player is. As the objective for today, we should try to find the other player. So, the other player is 11 megameters away, and I also see a station around here which is about 11 megameters away. Using a bit of trigonometry, we can figure out which station it is. If this is 4, this is 11, which means the other player is somewhere around this line. No, about this. In this somehow circle or semicircle. I don't know where. So that's gonna be our job for today, to find the other player. First objective, get a workbench and a tool. Actually, I don't need a tool. I don't need a tool as in the screwdriver. I can just craft me the combi drill. Can I do that? Well, nothing's stopping me so far. So one combi drill coming right up. With this combi drill, we can start and get the first half of the ship, or well, first chunk of the ship. It's gonna take a long time until we will be building half of the ship, but we need to make it symmetrical. So if this is the actually, if we want to make it symmetrical, might as well follow a design. This set as planned. Fine. So still build this far or this deep in. I guess we can move the window. Is this the center? Yes. Let's continue expanding. Not so much. Actually, I don't think I need to expand in the back for now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. I think I'll do a hammerhead ship. 2, 3, 4 in the beginning. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we are just about to run out of patch plates. Next objective. Let's get a cockpit. I always forget where it is. So the new one is here. A bit of controllers. Some screens. Place you down. Next, we have oneers, yes, but that's not gonna be sufficient. We also need a water tank. There is always something missing, and I think I can only afford water tanks for now. No oxygen or hydrogen, at least not for now. So I want to get the ship mobility up and ready, and the last thing we need is a battery. I don't need a screwdriver, so I need a place to put the water. battery. Let's go ahead and charge that. If possible, I'd like to have one solar panel. I also have to save up resources for one Gatling for mining, and I'm already running pretty low on resources, low enough that I had to dip into patch plates, which is never a good sign. Can I afford a gun? Well, I'm not going outside to mine and to collect ore, so I need to build that hook gun. And now that we've got all this hardware, let's start setting up the ship. We can go here, we can go here. Didn't I build? Yeah, we have a RCS. Yeah. I'd also like to have some sensors, but I guess that's not really something that can be done for now. That was all the water. And the last thing we need right now is ammo for mining. Then, and I guess I don't have... Okay, I need a furnace. Furnace. Also, crafting area for convenience. You can go there, you can go there. So, on top of this, I said that I wanted ammo. 1, 2, 1, 2. I guess 80 is all I can get. Set everything up, and I'd say we are ready. We have a minimal ship. Power up the cockpit. The cockpit is not consuming energy. Let me quickly note this bug as well. Cockpit not consuming energy after starting it up. Already got 2 bugs identified. Autopilot, yes. We also need Gatlings, hook guns, RCSs. We don't have sensors, sadly. And I wanted something else. I forgot what. We have 23 minutes. Oh, I know. Solar panels. And we are positive or producing. Yeah. No sensor, of course. We also don't have boosters. So we'll have to drift a bit. Can I estimate how far these asteroids are? Perhaps. But I don't want to risk it. Would you? Now let's rely on the autopilot to slow us down. Even if I think we'll overshoot considerably. Let's do the trick where we double our deceleration by using 2 axes. I don't even know if that's actually real, or if I'm just imagining it. But I think we are slowing down. Faster, I mean. Next is locate some... What do I need first? I think I need first iron. Let's check the... Now we can craft more explosive powder. So, 1 bit of iron. 1 vein of iron. There it is. Power up the weapons, and let's hope that the fix for projectiles is working properly. Well, I see damage pop-ups, so far so good. And I don't have inventory. Without inventory we cannot pick up anything. Good thing that I have that. Why? Oh no. Oh no. Hook guns aren't picking up ores. Isn't this lovely? Another bug. It's a survivable bug though. Hook guns can't pick up ores in PvP client. The bugs keep flowing in. So I guess I'll have to go out by hand and pick it up. This is horrible. But it's not really game breaking. We can still survive with this. Power me up the airlocks. How do airlocks work when there is no atmosphere? That's a good question. I guess we'll have to pick up stuff by hand. 12 iron ore. Horrible, but needed. Yeah, this is gonna take forever to do, but it's a nice challenge. At this pace, I'm not gonna be finishing. I'm not gonna be finding the other player in this playthrough, not in the next 2 to 3 hours. And now that we have 48 ingots, a luxury, we can craft all the ammo we want. Perhaps more than we should. Well, this can be a problem. Now we are very limited from potassium and nitrates. I guess I know what I'm gonna be mining first. So 19th. Let's just hope that there is enough that we have enough ammo to crack up 2 veins. 1 potassium, 1 nitrate. And while I'm here, might as well craft more RCSs. I need more mobility, since I'm gonna be picking things up by hand anyways. So potassium. Actually, if I'm crafting stuff, can I also get a sensor dish or an antenna? Should be called sensor dish. And let's power it up. How are we with power-wise? We are still producing. What do we have? This has nothing. This is a useless asteroid. I can already see the important veins on its neighbor. Okay, and now we have an issue with oxygen. Lovely. Please crack fast. Well, good enough. And I also want the... Ooh, this is gonna be a challenge. Let's see, where can I place it so it's not in the way? Can I get there? Pick you up. We need more ammo. Otherwise I'm gonna be dying pretty soon. Potassium. Next is nitrate. Then more ammo. I think I might die. Well, this is not optimal. Okay, this is just too risky. I need to scrap stuff, build that very needed oxygen tank. One of these. Scrap all that I can. But quickly before I die. 1 oxygen canister, because I don't know if I can afford a suit dock to drop off the suit. I don't even know if the oxygen that I have now is gonna last me for any amount of time. So I'll have to... Okay, there is the nitrate. Hopefully. If this is not nitrate, I'm gonna be very close to soft locking myself. Not completely, but if I run out of ammo, it's gonna be very hard to craft or to get more. It's possible we can still ram the ship into ram the ship. Just a second, the other beholder is dying because I haven't left him in god mode, and because of that I might have accidentally won the challenge. I could have won the challenge with the other player dying in the first few minutes. So now that I've got the ores that I needed, let's craft the ammo, and we should be set with ammo. Next objective, either water or iron. I think iron, definitely iron. Too bad hook guns don't work, man, this is gonna be so slow. That's why I don't want to mine for long. I'm going to... I wonder if I can... so I'm going to loot Rex instead. And I'm also wondering if I can clip through ores as a glitch. That would help me a lot in collecting ores. So iron, we can craft back the things that I've scrapped. Yes, so much iron. 1, 2. Let's drop all the oxygen. And also let's set up food production. Go wherever. Next. Can I craft a hydrogen tank? I sure can. Just to dump the hydrogen that I have on hand. So far, I'm not dying yet. And I also want more firepower. 2, 3, 4. More firepower, so I can mine faster. 3, and that's all the iron that I have. Well, 2 are good enough. How are we with energy? We are full. If we are full, might as well... Oh, it's on me. I forgot that I basically didn't store anything. Let's store stuff, and can I also upgrade? I can, but I need more iron. I guess iron it is. Just a quick break. Oh, hello, Doraj. And I'm back. Let's continue our mining and grinding. Can I mix these two words? Griming. We're griming for resources, but not for long because the hook gun is not functioning. And if it's not working, we have to collect things by hand. Well, it's not impossible. That's all I can say. Next, we can mine a bit of copper, sure. Why is it not working? Okay, this is glitched. No need to further look into that. And I'm running horribly low on... What am I running? out of? Not out of ammo, that's clear. But I guess it's taking forever to mine stuff. So I can't rely on mining. Yeah, mining is definitely not really working. I don't even know where the bullets are hitting. Or why they are not hitting where they are supposed to. Well, we can't really do much if mining is not working. I wonder why is it not working? And if I'm running too low on ammo, I'm not gonna be able to mine anymore. So this works, but the other side doesn't work. Okay. It's not optimal, but I can live with it. More restrictions. Nothing that I can realistically solve in this update. But yeah. Let's fill up the suit. Also, can I craft a suit dock? I should have enough iron for that. You can stay here. Charge the suit dock as well. Suit dock should be right about here. Next. You might not like it, but I think I want to build a booster and get out of here. If mining is so impractical... Can I squeeze through? Yep, I can squeeze through. I might as well... Nah, I need a forward-facing one as well. And I definitely have the iron for it. What else am I missing? 1, 2... I need a forward-facing one, so forward-facing booster, so I can also slow down. And if Hawaii's energy production is still producing about enough. Something's not right. I hear some weird sounds. Don't know what that was. Next. I need to start up the boosters, enable system, and let's try our luck in this direction. We are looking for wrecks or wreckages. Don't waste fluids. And we can drift for a long time. Sensors are up. I think I can even go to a planet. Not that I'd want to. Never mind the weird... how do you say it? The asymmetrical chip? Oh, there's my... Did they just fire? I don't want to fire. Let's adjust our heading. And hope we don't run out of hydrogen until we get to our destination. The nav assist is offline. So we are supposed to be decelerating in 3, 2, 1, decelerate. We are gonna be off by about a lot. I wonder why. Almost 300 meters. I guess 1 meter is the delay from the server because I'm a client, and perhaps the other second was the delay in my input, and the third second would be a delay. I don't know why, but I had 200 meters per second, and you don't hit that wreck. I had about 300 meters overshoots, out of which I was going at. Nah, I was going at about a 150, so 2 seconds makes sense. Let's get it looting. Store enough so we can free up the battery. Empty pouches. How many pouches do I need? I'm gonna craft 20 just in case. And I didn't plant anything. I crafted hydroponics and I got distracted. The rest can get stored. I'd also like to upgrade our storage capacity. And I definitely don't need anything from there. The suits I have. Let's get looting. So, as the objective for today, I got scared when I saw the antenna spinning. I thought it was. I thought the ship was drifting away, and that would have been pretty disastrous. Next, let's take the fluids, then scrap or dismantle as much as we can. Windows, sure. Doors, sure. Rest of fluids, sure. And we have a decent chunk of fluids. Never mind the error that I get way more hydrogen than there is in the tanks. That's a problem for the next update, or that's a bug for the future me to fix. Will it allow me to do that? Okay, so I could scrap even if there are hull breaches. At some point I'll have to not allow that. And let's see how much can I get before how many patch plates can I get before I get bored of dismantling the hull? That's the question. I guess I can take 3 more. 3 booster is in the way. My booster? Yeah, my booster. 2. No. 2. 1. And we are on to the next wreck. In the meantime, while we will be drifting, which way should we be drifting towards? We should be drifting towards the closest station. 8 minutes just for the acceleration is not very doable. We need at least 4 boosters. So as a reminder, we are here, and the other player is somewhere around here. And while we drift, we can process the loot. If this is the center, let me quickly check. So if this is the center, 1, 2, 3, 4th block from center should be a tank. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is tank 1, or the slot for tank 1. I usually put hydrogen there. This is gonna be for tank 2, and that's all that I can expand. In the meantime, I'm sure there's gonna be some. There are no wrecks around, but I'm also not going that far, so it's fair. Next we have. I said that I wanted to build tanks. Am I not inside? Yeah, I wasn't inside the crafting area. Hydrogen and water, sure. We can start by moving them to their designated places. So, hydrogen and water. Hydrogen and water. The rest can wait. Any wrecks? No. Not yet. Next, what else can I do? I'd like to find a spot for the new battery. Can I craft a new battery? Yes, I can. So this is gonna be empty, and here is gonna be the new battery. And let's see if I can find a position for the oxygen tank as well. So a new battery and a oxygen tank. Any wreck. Weird. There are no wrecks spawning. If none are gonna spawn, I'll be in big trouble. You go here. So you're not gonna be needed. I'd rather pick you up. Perhaps I can. Battery. I said that I also want to move the battery. And I don't want the other battery. So I'll use that one to improve this new battery. Next, I need to cannibalize a bit of hole to place the other oxygen tank and see what fluids do I still have in inventory. Not much. Come on, why am I not getting any? There it is. Finally a wreck. I was starting to worry that there's something wrong. I can even change directions. Even if it's far away, it's fine. That I can just spend a bit of extra hydrogen to get to it sooner. And I'm gonna fully rely this time on boosters, on the nav assist. Let's see it working, or let's see it working in action, or let's see in action on a client side. So reversing works. It doesn't look so good. It's definitely overshooting. But I have to say it's overshooting way less than before. The rest I can just cover by RCS. Energy-wise, we are producing. I'd like to produce more because we are gonna consume a lot more pretty soon. Why am I still wearing the suit? Never mind. I guess I need it. I'm gonna be needing it soon anyways. So when I get to the station, I don't know what I'll buy because there isn't any at the station. There's nothing that I can trade with. I don't have stuff that I can sell to the station. Perhaps I can sell ammo. That's an option. Let's take batteries and pouches. Can I craft more pouches just in case that I can't carry more? 2, and that's all that I can carry in terms of batteries. No, I can carry one more battery worth of energy if I dump it now. The rest, I don't have enough fertilizer or compost for a hydroponics. So hello, watcher number 2 that you just joined several minutes ago. I'm playing the PvP mode, more like testing the PvP mode. And so far there are several almost game-breaking bugs, but survivable bugs, among which is mining is almost impossible. I just had enough resources to get me going. And now I'm just drifting, collecting wrecks, expanding the ship from what I get, and when I grow to a decent size, I'll just do a scoop or one whoosh to the closest station where I can fill up on resources, which is gonna be hard because I don't have anything to sell to the station. And I'm not getting enough ammunition to sell. I can't really... Can I do missions for the station? I don't know because I never fought drones so far from the host. The host is basically thousands of kilometers away, and because of that, the accuracy of projectiles is very low. I can't wait to create my own physics framework, so I'm not gonna be having these issues with Unity's physics. Bam, so I kinda need to collect all the hole patches that I can get my hands on. Sadly, there's no way to fasten this, and I'm definitely not getting any aluminum or duralumin from these wrecks. I'm not even getting steel. Yeah, they're not really a good return on investment in terms of time spent, but they get you going in case you get lost and get stranded somewhere far away from a station. They are perhaps even easier to exploit than mining, but you have to drift a bit to find one. I think a raft has the same game mechanic. You are drifting and encountering here and there islands. Oh, it would be nice if I can have different types of wrecks. That's definitely something that's gonna come pretty soon. Probably I shouldn't have jinxed myself now. I might delay the release of this update. Booster, yes, this booster is in the way. I get it. Should I make at least one more design for the wrecks? In the meantime, let's dump the suit. I definitely doubt that I'll have enough resources to make it to the station. That's gonna cost 8 minutes. And I have 7 minutes with one booster. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna have enough. Now let's just drift at this speed. I didn't want to stop. Drift at this speed until we find the next wreck. And in the meantime, we can expand the hull. 2, 3, 4. This is gonna be the water. I think 8 of them should be enough. 8 of each. And after that, let's see where can we place the boosters. Level 3, level 2. 3 it is. Set as planned and let's locate where the boosters will be placed, or they'll be positioned. We can also make some space around here. Bam. How are we with energy? Even if we are drifting, so we are mostly not consuming anything, 4 hours. I don't need 4 hours. 40 minutes seems way better. And these were all the patch plates. In the meantime, let's dump the loot, dump and process. That's all the water, oxygen, and hydrogen. I also got a bit of energy. Can I upgrade? Yes, if I take some energy out of this battery, I can upgrade it. Any wrecks? Any wrecks? No. And this is our lovely devilish ship. Not the most beautiful design, but it'll have to do. I don't have the suit equipped, great. I should have enough for a second hydroponics block. But I don't have any seeds, so it's mostly useless until I can craft the other. Until the Narins will grow up and I can replant them. I'm gonna be eating out of spuds until we get to the station. So next objective, crafting wise, can I get? Nah, I don't need a cooking station, and I definitely don't have the resources to craft the fabricator, nor do I have the resources to craft what's it called, research dock. I want to craft more energy. Energy is pretty much useless because once we fill the batteries, we can't do much with energy. And also, I'm gonna be needing the gatlings, at least I think I'm gonna be needing them. Store the rest. And let's check our inventory. Anything to process? Not really. And we don't have that much iron. That's not optimal. Any wreckage? No. No wreckage. What can we do in the meantime? Let's drink something. Let's not let hydration kill us before a soft lock will kill us. Water, fill things, and while we are drifting, should I go for more veins? Well, even if I go for mining more, there is no hydrogen, and right now the blocker is hydrogen and perhaps iron. With the iron that I have on hand, how many boosters can I craft? Not many boosters can I craft. With this booster first, is there a place where I can put it down? Perfect, we have one wreck. Deceleration phase is now. Hopefully we won't overshoot too much. We always overshoot. I can already see it. Oh, and we are getting pretty close. Pretty close. Let's not scratch the hole. Well, so far, this is the third wreck. I think we can explore several more wrecks, 2 or 3 more. other than this. At least 2. Store all batteries. Do I have batteries? 1 battery. Okay, that's fine with me. Better one than nothing. The suit I have. And let's continue our looting run. Let's take the fluids first so I don't accidentally lose them. Right now the hydrogen is the most important fluid that I need to prioritize. The rest can be easily obtained. I don't have that much water, so I don't have a need for much water since I don't have advanced RCSs. I just have the basic vanilla tier 1 RCS. As take everything that's not bolted down. Take everything that is bolted down. Let's not leave a single iron plate behind. We can leave patch plates since the return on investment is pretty low, but iron plates, no. Booster is in the way. No, booster is in your way. Let's take 6 more voxel whole chunks. I don't officially have a name for them. Whole chunks. I think that's fine. Done. With how many do we have? 60. 60 means we can build 10 more voxels, around 10 more voxels. So I guess 2 more, then we can get to the next. How much does this ladder scrap for? Not much. Now let's take a bit more patch plates. In the end, I don't get that many iron plates. 39. 39 should be enough for about 2 boosters. When I reach my goal of 6 boosters, we can head to the station if we have the necessary hydrogen. Okay, last wall to dismantle. And let's get back to the ship. I'm curious how combat will work. I don't even know if I have enough resources for combat. I can safely dump everything. And station. Let's stop at 300. And then we drift until the next wreck. Drift mode. Ready. No, don't. Scrap that. Fill up as much as we can. And batteries. Oh, I only had a few batteries. Our fluid status is going pretty well. We are 85% filled on all fluids, and because we have been drifting, we've saved up enough. Oh, our first food. The neurons have grown. Let's replant. Done, and we even have 2 spare neurons. Next objective. Which is the back? This is the central shaft. Let's expand back to get the whole size, the full size of the ship. And let's go this way until we hit the first booster position. Even if it's not gonna be symmetrical, we can get more patch plates later. 1, 2. And we can take this booster and put it facing forwards. So we cleared up a bit of the front space. Any other wreck? No. I guess we'll be drifting for a bit more then. Next. I also want to do the same thing on this side. Why did it say minus? Have I placed stuff incorrectly? Current ship. Yep, it's definitely not in... Stuff is not in the correct position. So let's move things. And I definitely love the ability to pick things up. In previous updates, or discounting the dev builds, what you might be playing now, if you're not playing the dev builds, in what you're playing now, you have to... You have to manually scrap the blocks and rebuild them. But starting from the next update, you'll be able to pick blocks up. Now, Rex, there is a wreck. Yep. Slow down and be ready to quickly switch there. Target it. Prepare the alignment first. Switch, disable the drift mode. Properly align. And with the current usage, we are not really consuming much. So we can definitely afford to waste a bit of hydrogen. 5. I can even let the autopilot take me to the destination. So I'd like to get more patch plates. More patch plates means more hull scrapping, which is not the most entertaining activity. Not for you and not for me. But until I will add some sort of a beam that can automatically scrap the hull, well, until then, I'll have to do things by hand. Park in the vicinity. Do I have the tools on me? Don't need this. Okay, the pouches I have, batteries I have, and the tool I have. Bam. Take the fluids first, as always, followed by scrapping everything that's not bolted down, and also scrap the things that are bolted down, because in the end everything is bolted down. A chair. How many chairs have I dismantled? There should be an achievement if dismantled 100 chairs, especially for PvP, where you're gonna encounter many chairs in wrecks. Why do wrecks have chairs, you ask? I got no idea. I guess from the palette of blocks that I had on hand when I was designing the wreck, and by designing I mean I was scrapping down the the starting ship. So with the palette of blocks that I had in the creative menu, I just pick random blocks and place them down. That's why you're gonna see each wreck with one chair. So, how long till I get bored of scrapping the hull? I don't wanna know. I guess I can go up to 100 patch plates and then I can return to the ship. I'm just curious a bit if there is sound. There is sound here. There is sound here. There is sound here. Perfect. I was just wondering if by any chance you couldn't hear me and I was talking to myself all this time. That would have been pretty fun. What can I say? Next. How many patch plates do I get? Did I get 85? I have 3 more. 1, 3 more chunks. 2 and 3. No, that was all. Okay, 1, 2 and 3. There we go. We are back to the present. Wait, back to the ship, not present. Back to the present ship. And this is our ship. Let's take a second look. It looks ugly. I agree. Let's clear the wreck, or clear away from the wreck. Don't want to be chipping the ship. That's 6k away. That's 4. Set the course. Let's arrive at about 300 meters per second, the standard speed that I usually do. And drift. Switch. We are already in drift mode. 8, 9, 300. Let's process the loot. Can we store everything? No, we cannot store everything. So time to craft more tank storage. And I can't store the water. Well, nothing I can do about that, I guess. Hydrogen first. Actually, I can store the water. I just didn't have the second additional tank. Okay, those have been stored. Any wreck? No, I didn't expect one. Let's continue expanding the ship until we find this spot. Then we position the booster this way. Go here. Move until we cannot anymore. Expand one. And I need boosters. I guess I can take this booster. Place it down, and I want to craft one more booster. Booster for symmetry's sake. I don't have the iron plates for that. No wreck. No wreck, no problem. With the remaining patch plates, well, I think I can also expand backwards and prepare the place for the other booster. Energy-wise, how are we doing? We are charging up. Did I dump the energy? No, I did not. That was a mistake. Not really important one, but something that I should have done. Top up and stay on top of the humanly needs. Check for wrecks, and just like it heard our names, it heard me calling its name. We have a decaying wreck. 3, 2, 1. Switch to deceleration mode and start decelerating. Are we gonna overshoot? Not really. It's a nice arrival. Do the same thing here. By that I mean take fluids, take hull, scrap blocks, and I think I chip the hull. Perfect, I chipped the hull. I'll have to fix that. Same old, same old. Take stuff for repairs, take the stuff for for hauling fluids. Can I repair? Yeah, I can repair the bridge, so problem fixed. And I was drifting. No, ship is drifting because I forgot to deactivate the drift mode. And by that I mean I forgot to power up the or start up the autopilot, auto brake function. So let's get close. Drift mode disabled. No more drifting, please. Wait, what is the... Oh no, I hit the wreck and the wreck is... The wreck is drifting as well. I wonder if I can match speed. And then get on board. So I was technically not drifting, but the wreck is definitely drifting. I don't want to try my luck with the hook gun because I can imagine it's not gonna stop the drift for this ship, for this wreck. Fluids. I think this can be the last wreck that we explore, since we already got a bunch of fluids and also we have enough boosters. Next objective, and we are not getting anything valuable from these wrecks. So next objective, get to the station. Try one or two missions. If missions work, I don't know how they will work, but if they do, we can get some money. And money is gonna be pretty important when it comes to filling up the ship and buying patch plates and all sorts of consumables for the ship. I haven't been stacking or stocking up on ammunition to sell, so I really have nothing to sell to the station. But I will need to, because I need a station to fill up my tanks so I can have more time to locate the other player. This is PvP after all, and the main objective is to locate the other player. As a last ditch effort, I will try to stop this ship with the hook gun. I doubt that it will work since, well, since this is the client side and I haven't tested hooks functions on client side, and picking up items doesn't work. Something tells me stopping ships from spinning is also not going to work. But good thing is that the ship is not going too fast, or it's not spinning too fast, so we have time to match the speed of the ship, of the wreck. Is this a wall? No, it's a hole. We have time to match the speed and park the ship. And by park I mean just let it drift at the same speed. Okay, I think I've collected enough. Let's return. No, I'm overshooting, but just a bit. So we are fine. I am not in any urgent need of food or any resource at this point. Especially because I'm the client. I get a glitch where I can extract more. Actually, can I call it a feature? Because it's safe to take off the suit. Because clients have less potential. They work slower, and the reaction time is also slower because of the lag. They can compensate. Wait, no. They can compensate by getting more fluid, so it's not a bug. All hail clients. Next, I've dumped everything. Let's build that booster. I didn't build it before. More hydroponics. Sure. Get the booster. I can't. Okay, so 4 boosters are all that I can muster for now. Place them and head to the station. It's gonna take some time to get to the station. And I guess in that time I'll have enough spare time to fix up the ship. Okay, now that we are en route to the station, we'll arrive there in 12 minutes. Oh, did I check the hydrogen? We have 11 minutes of hydrogen. This can be problematic. Very problematic. We'll have to drift less. Well, I guess we can just, at the very least, consume the patch plates. Move things around. Few more chunks to place. And let's also find or locate the positions for crafters. Where do crafters usually stay? 1, 3, around here. So let's clear up the center of the ship. We don't have any more patch plates and not any more. Why can't I place it here? What about this way? Well, I guess this works. So no more patch plates and not enough iron plates for more boosters. 10 minutes until we run out of hydrogen, and 9 minutes until we run out of hydrogen, and 10 minutes until we arrive. So we'll have to drift for a bit. 10 minutes, what can we do in 10 minutes? Sadly, not much. I could have looted one more of the one more wreck so that we can get at least enough to craft more boosters. Enough resources. What would I need? I'm not scrapping stuff. Well, I don't need those, don't need those. Who knows, perhaps I can craft more. Ooh, I can! I can craft more boosters. And this is our second generation of Norins from one seed. But we are not that hungry for now. What we've done so far is get the ship in a mostly operational state, but where can I place the boosters? I know, let's remove some of this hull. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's not 6, it's 4 because here are 4 in between voxels, or in between chunks. Now, what? I guess this is the battery. Don't die on me now, or the charger. 7 minutes and 5 minutes to deplete. I guess when you reach 6.5 kilometers, actually no, go to drift mode, we can just stop. 5 minutes. Nah, let's stop now. Reason being is that we are gonna... Why is that time dropping? Well, because we are going towards the station. So in 4.4, we need 4 minutes 45 seconds, and I didn't see how much. And we have just about enough hydrogen to slow down. So now that that project is done, where is the mouse? Why am I not seeing the mouse? Can you hear me? Did... Oh, great, something broke. I think Windows crashed. Oh no, I'm a Muppet. The mouse was on the other screen. Yeah, I'm still learning. I still have a lot to learn. I hate secondary monitors. And the charger is overheating again. Hopefully it will last me for at least a bit more. Next, what can I do? Bath, water, food, and sleep. We're not in the crafting area. There goes... Oh, we don't have enough to craft a bath. Well, we might have. Yeah, we definitely have. Next. I guess use more of the pipes. More reserves. Where is it? And this is all the iron that I can safely extract. What else can I scrap? I can scrap the pumps. How do I recycle pumps? And another bug. Pump recycling doesn't give all ingredients. Let's just check again. Yep, it only gives one engine, so not worth scrapping. What else can I scrap to get my hands on? On one. Batteries. I have batteries. I guess I have to scrap a bit of hull to be able to craft the cooking station. And before you know it, we will arrive at the station before we manage to finish all our objectives, and I like that, because that means we don't have downtime. You can go around here, so we have cooking capabilities now. I'd like to... No, it can't be placed there. Temporarily place the bathroom in front of the ship. And I can't upgrade anything. How far until we have to slow down? About 38 seconds. That's fine. We get Adrorium PvP before GTA 6. Yes! It's still experimental, but it kind of works. There are some issues here and there. So I want to eat something, because I've been starving for 1 hour. Finally some food. Yum. Perfect. Slurpee down with a bit of water. I don't think I'll be able to upgrade the... where is the water? Here. I don't think I'll be able to upgrade the beds anytime soon. So I guess I'll have to sleep with the plain bed. Not optimal, but better than nothing. Oh, this is gonna take forever. Usually I expect players to have the resources to upgrade the bed, but since we start with mostly nothing, it's gonna take a while. Well, good thing that I can check how long it's gonna take on the stream. And I can check the stream as well. Next. Beth. Let's take a bath. So stream. Close your eyes. You can open that now. Next. I hope I'm not overshooting. I'm very much overshooting. Very much overshooting. So much that I'm gonna be moving boosters to the front of the ship wherever that's possible to place them. I will place them. I wasn't paying attention to the 11 seconds. We still have more than enough hydrogen to compensate, so I guess we just have to place the other booster. Slowing down is way too important. And get to 1. How much are we gonna overshoot by? By much. By many kilometers. This was a bad idea, I should have paid more attention. Where the station even is? Wait, we've already passed the station. No? Then where is the station? Oh, it's down there. Well, it's not that far away, so we can definitely boost back with our flimsy ship. Let's adjust the camera a bit. Flimsy, weirdly looking ship. Let's also use the RCS to stop. Definitely should have paid more attention. And definitely should have left the... Wait, the reverse? Nah, the reverse wouldn't have worked anyways because I was drifting. The nav assist wasn't in use. So it's not nav assist's fault. I guess let's adjust course first. Or align first, then fine alignment. And let's just check. 32 seconds. This time I shouldn't be... I know, 23 seconds. I really should pay more attention this time. No more drifting, please. Let's see, I can craft some ammo to sell, but I don't really have ores, so mining is not that efficient. I can even accelerate for a bit. I should have more than enough. I don't have that much hydrogen in the tanks. I have basically 80% of one tank. So, 13 minutes. And I can also use the auto brake just in case I forget and overshoot. Another problem is that I don't have the percentages. I'd like to have that as well. So another thing to look for, add percentages to cockpit. Decelerate in 4 seconds for 14 seconds. 2, 1, 0, decelerating with a slight overshoot of 500 meters. But shouldn't be a problem. And we have arrived at the station. So now that we have arrived, should we try a mission? I'd rather craft more ammo because I don't think I'll have enough. And I don't want to risk it. Yep, I can't really do anything, and if I don't have the ammo to finish the mission, it's gonna be pretty much useless. Anything to sell? Otherwise, I got some water to sell. But yeah, 300 bullets are not gonna be enough. So, should I go mining? What am I missing? Don't hit the station. What am I missing in terms of ammunition? Iron. Iron should be easy to obtain if I don't encounter game-breaking glitches. I'm probably going to encounter game-breaking glitches. And let's let the autopilot deal with it. And also let's reposition our boosters to face the correct orientation. One, and that's... I think I can position the second row as well. Yep, just in time, just in the nick of enough resources. And because we messed with the boosters, they stopped sooner. Drift for a bit, prepare the Gatlings. How is our battery? Looking nice. So let's look for iron. We'll see if we can make a profit from mining. Is this gonna work? Yes, it works. So this direction works. The ores are being spawned properly. Sometimes they don't spawn on client side, and that's pretty problematic. Can I grab it? Yeah, so I'm gonna grind for a bit to get some money to craft some ammo. Now that I have iron, I still need patch plates, some fabric, and iron plates. And we'll be sleeping nicely next. I also want copper because I'm running low on copper. Am I hitting it? I wasn't. So this is not working apparently. No need to waste time on it. Any other copper? Any easy to mine copper? These two patches. We should have gunpowder, right? Yes, we have enough gunpowder. We're just missing iron and copper. Okay, one broke, and the other broke as well. That's great. So this is gonna be very challenging. $11 copper, 14 ore, iron ore. 14 is decent. You can get, I think, 16 or 18, but you can also get as low as 12, as far as I remember. Now, with our newly obtained resources, let's craft more ammo. And this is all the ammo that we can craft. And that's not much. Let's get potassium and nitrate. At least we have enough to mine more. Potassium and nitrate. There's some nitrate. Fingers crossed we can hit it. Ooh, this worked. Perfect. That's not much niter. And we have potassium, so we can craft even more ammo. Yep, and at this point we are producing. If we don't encounter any more bugs, we should be able to produce more than we consume. Continue with a bit of copper. Fingers crossed. It's not looking good. This is bugged. Anything else? This worked. So some ores are mineable, others aren't. You just have to be very lucky in the beginning. And I think I should provide some ammo in the beginning for clients. Provide more ammo to count for clients. A projectile not hitting sometimes. Noted. Oh, our crops have grown. Let's plant back. Can I craft? Nah, I don't have more. I have carbon. Can I do anything with carbon? No. I guess potassium and nitrate. Battery-wise, it's charging. Oh, we even have a crater, but I don't want to risk it. There's some potassium on top and some iron. This is not glitched. Bam, 16 iron. That's a bit more productive than before. But we should be concentrating on potassium and niter. Sadly for now, the hook gun is not working on client side. Why did I stop if I haven't mined it already? Let's see if it works. It works. Can I try to glitch through the ore? Nah, it's just pushing it. I was hoping that on single player, that was working on single player, but I was hoping that it would also work on multiplayer. It wouldn't work on multiplayer, so I could glitch through. In the end, it's better than that I can't glitch through, but yeah, it's gonna make this run a bit more difficult. Let's mine this patch as well. I don't think this is gonna work. Yep, it mined the wrong thing. So I'm just gonna give up on this. This ore is bugged. What about this? This appears to be bugged as well. This one? This works. At this rate, it's not gonna be very productive. So I might have to give up mining altogether. Unless I get some very, very efficient gear, and that's not gonna happen in this sector. You go ahead and charge. Ooh. I guess we are not doing so bad. We might be able to turn things around even with glitched blocks, but it's gonna take a bit longer than I expected. But we are definitely producing. I can even afford to craft more Gatlings, even if I shouldn't. But this can speed things up. I'm not even gonna bother with hook guns. Or should I bother with hook guns? But I don't have the resources to craft them. So we need potassium and nitrate as usual, and iron. Perhaps a bit of copper. I don't think I can get my hands on steel anytime soon. Other than that, let's look for ores that are easy to mine and are on the exterior. Iron, there's some iron there. Okay. Pick you up. Try again with the hook gun. Perhaps I get somehow lucky and I manage to. Nah, I'm not gonna be able to get it. I don't think hook guns will work on client, and I think I know why. Items might be deactivated if they are too far from the host. We are getting somewhere. We are definitely producing more than we are consuming, so this is still viable. Let's just mine for a bit tad more. I guess if the ore is on the outer part of the asteroid, it's relatively easy to get it, and there aren't that many bugs. Can I step on? No, I can't step on the asteroid. So we have copper, but in the end we might even try to go for missions for honor, because we have a bit of ammo. We have a chunky ship. We have... This is not working. This is bugged. What about this? This is also not working. This is bugged. And we definitely can't do missions at this point. Let's look for another asteroid, because we wasted a lot of ammo so far and we didn't get much in return. And we also have very little hydrogen in case we want to dodge. Yeah, I really think we are gonna run out of ammo before we hit anything on the drone. So let's try again. Are you bugged or are you not bugged? You were not bugged. If I can get 1.5k ammo, I will attempt to do a mission. We can also check if we can finish missions. Ooh, and I also can check if docking works. Because docking might not work on client side. That can be a huge problem. Without docking, I haven't thought of that. Without docking, we are pretty much dead in the water. Not glitched. Not glitched. Let's take... Yeah, because if you cannot dock, we cannot resupply the ship. I think this should get us over the 1.5 limit that I said earlier. 98, 400. Oh, we definitely have more than enough ammo. The only difficulty can be when we're fighting drones, if our projectiles don't hit. So if we can survive this and produce ammo, we have a decent chunk of ammo. We can afford to target ally, to do some missions, to do all missions. Let's see if they work. What do we have to lose? Let the autopilot do its thing. Did I press the button? Yeah, I pressed it. And later on I'll also try docking. If that's not gonna work, we will be... And somehow I didn't target it or something. Because we definitely overshoot by a lot. This feels like a bug. Are the boosters uneven? Answer is no. Huh. I wonder why it didn't register to auto reverse. Well, I guess this is multiplayer. When the host is far away, not much that can be done about it. I'll have to do the reverse myself. 2, 1, reverse. And let's prepare for the worst. Why did we stop? Did we run out of... we must have run out of something. Hydrogen. And there goes our hydrogen. Goodbye, hydrogen. If we cannot dock to a station, we are pretty much dead in the water. We are just like in the beginning. We can only move by RCS. And the RCS is doing fine. But it doesn't feel like I'm gonna be stopping, so... At the current speed. I should have taken this into consideration. Let's see, will 5 RCSs help us slow down a bajillion times faster? Answer is yes. Second question, are the signals triggering when I'm getting closer to them? We have no hydrogen, so we are pretty much not really gonna be able to do much in terms of mobility and in terms of getting places. So the only difficulty is in docking. If we cannot dock, we are dead. Signals are not triggering. And I guess this is the last thing that I can note for today. I think I'll be ending the stream. Not triggering in PvP multiplayer. Too bad. I wonder why. Where did the signal go? Wait, where did the signal go? Shouldn't there be a signal nearby? Okay, there is one here. Why is this signal not triggering? I'm closer to it. I'm close enough. Well, nothing I can do about it. I've been playing for about 1.5 hours. It's time to end the stream. Okay, I've been Beholder, developer of Adrorium. I've been playtesting the new PvP mode, and something tells me I'll keep playtesting it next week, because I might not be able to finish this update by next week due to all the bugs that I've encountered so far. So I guess see you next week. Goodbye, and remember, keep your autopilots always on.